Interesting. Mate 40 here, listening to Soso Chernyashka talking on Alex Kashuta's podcast about how he thinks Christians should not allow their pristine, essential, eternal, platonic, essence of Christianity, not allow it to be tarnished by tawdry, earthly, political things. Everyone else should fight for their self-interest, but not Christians.
Done a lot of work and is really good at is using aesthetics to demonstrate just how...
That's not the timestamp. Bloody heck. Okay, here we go.
Moving forward for different nationalist movements, different opponents of the dissident right. That's good. Like, tradition obviously is very important, and I think you shouldn't sort of have...
Yeah, it sounds somewhat paternalistic. Is that just me? Like he's above these things? When he's saying they're good, it's like someone who studies insects and says, you're all very interesting.
There's a lot of people that take it too far, I think. They are very just...
Oh, what's taking it too far? Okay, can you take what you're doing too far? Like, why is this one category of life something that people, should really watch out for taking too far? Everything else, exercise, politics, philosophy, go for the gusto. But when it comes to this one thing, don't take that too far.
I think Christianity or any religion in general has no place in dissident politics because...
Why? Like, you're just going to take a naturalistic view. It's a subset of culture. And why would you expect that culture should not have any place in this discussion?
There's a lot of things that you could argue are problems in this world that sort of stem out of a Christian perspective, a sense of universalism or egalitarianism, this idea that all men are equal before God.
Right, and again, he's taking this idea of like theological essential truths of Christianity, that they're just a certain key doctrines that are just, essential to the religion, and they don't change in time and place and history. But of course, any form of theology is developed by one man or one school, which is operating in a certain time in a certain place, responding to certain pressures, and is it trying to accomplish some comfort and give an adaptive evolutionary advantage to its believers.
Can be taken to an extreme politically and socially that I don't think is true of Christianity in general. Like, there's been plenty of very stout nationalist Christians who are both eagerly nationalist and eagerly Christian, but certainly you can look on the flip side and see that in many cases the left has used Christianity as a mechanism or a vehicle to spread like Marxist ideology.
Yeah, well, so what? Anything can be perverted. Okay, anything can be misused. So water can be misused. You can drink too much water, right? So you really need to go around telling people, got to watch out, water can be misused.
In terms of egalitarianism, it's great for that point. And I think that
egalitarianism isn't some essential, eternal essence, the fulcrum of Christianity. It's just one component, right? It's there in nationalism as well, right? Nationalism is inherently egalitarian because you're all members of a nation together. So do you want to dismiss nationalism because it has an inherent egalitarian component? Now, how intense, how strong, how dominant this egalitarian component of nationalism is expressed would depend on time, place, the particular people, the circumstances, right? Just like with theology. So he wants to say, can't take Christianity too seriously, too far, too intensely, because it's got this component of egalitarianism. But nationalism has the very same component, right? Or nationalist thought inherently has an egalitarian element to it, because you're all members of a people, which is just an extended family.
Or a vehicle to spread like Marxist ideology in terms of egalitarianism. It's great for that point. And I think
so he thinks egalitarianism is something that's inherent to Marxist ideology, right? Egalitarianism is inherent in tribal identity, in national identity, in all sorts of different identities. It's not just something unique to Marxism.
That's not without reason. I think there are things that can be used with Christianity, maybe maliciously or maybe even with the best of intentions, to push certain political and social ideas that are detrimental to the health of the nation. So that's
whatever Christianity is pushing. All right, first of all, there's no such thing as Christianity, period. Christianity is a subset of culture in a particular time and place. So different Christians have different understandings about what it means to be Christian, even when they're located in the same time and the same place and responding to the same incentives. So Christianity is not really much of a unitary thing. There are different Christianities, there are different forms of Judaism, there are different forms of nationalism. Would you say that, all nationalisms, they're just the same? They have this eternal Platonic essence?
In a nutshell, I think that's sort of where my issues with people that view Christianity as like the singular most important factor of dissident right politics is that it's not actually all the answers rolled up into one.
Yeah,
Wow, what a devastating critique. He doesn't think that Christianity answers all problems in the world. Like, everyone gets enthusiastic about something. Intellectuals tend to get enthusiastic about some aspect of culture. And guess what? It turns out that the 1, 2, 3, 7 things that we're most enthusiastic about aren't the whole story. Well, that's amazing. Who would have thought that it's not the whole story?